Alright, here we go. Back again. Back again. Alright, and tonight it is Friday. So yeah, it's the Friday fix. And yep, that's exactly what it is. And this, of course, is me just covering some stories of interest that's happened throughout the week in the media or the papers or the news, if you like. And let's get into it. And this is in regards to 5G. And it's from Sputnik News 20 hours ago. US vows to help UK build 5G NPPs to avoid economic over-reliance on China. Right, so we won't have to rely on China, but thankfully the US will help us out with our 5G. Now, we touched on this last week in the Friday Fix, and it was this shopping centre here in the UK, and they were going to be building a big horrendous 5G mast. And yeah, thankfully, this is out, I think, today or yesterday. It's not happening, well, for at least the moment. And it says here in the Echo, 5G company branded arrogant as council rejects plans for ugly 5G mast, right? And it says, plans for an ugly 5G mast in Kirkby have been rejected over accusations of arrogance and bullying by the company responsible for the equipment. So what a surprise that is, right? These big phone companies basically bullying and harassing these councils and communities so they can get their own way. And unfortunately, the mast will still be built because they're just looking at getting an alternative site. So yeah, it will still go ahead. And like we reported on last week, week after week, the 5G rollout continues. And this is IS Preview 2 days ago. O2 and Ericsson deal to continue 5G rollout across the UK. Happy days. And this is 1 day ago. Tech Radar, O2 expands UK 5G network to 60 cities. Yep. And it's mental how much that's being rolled out. It's crazy. And this is 4 hours ago. Mobile phone giant announces plans for more 5G masts in Derby. And there also is reports this week of, as you can see here in the Echo, 3 years in prison for man who set fire to phone mast after researching 5G conspiracy. So there you go, the boy's got 3 years. So they've made an example of him, that's for sure. And moving on from 5G, and this is just out today. And it says seismic waves reveal giant structures deep beneath Earth's surface. Right? And that's from New Scientist 19 hours ago. And yeah, this is seemingly they've detected structures near the Earth's core. And it says the simultaneous analysis of thousands of shear waves revealed an enormous structure beneath the Maracas Islands. The team also found that a previously discovered ULV zone beneath Hawaii is far larger than, yep, you guessed it, previously thought. What a surprise that is. Now, it's a shame this didn't come out a couple of days ago, because of course this would have been in my last video, or the video before, which was a better video than previously thought, of course. And you can check that out and I'll link it in. And yeah, some of the comments on that were really funny. And yeah, that was great stuff. And it just shows you the deception that's happening before our eyes. Once you join it all together, it's clear to see, that's for sure. Anyway, moving on from that, this is from CBS News 2 days ago. Another mysterious deep space radio burst is sending signals to Earth every 157 days, study finds. So it must be true. And yeah, they won't let this one go. The signals and the space radio signals that they keep getting. Here's another one. 2 days ago, BBC News. Scientists detect heartbeat of supermassive black hole. 600 million light years away. Yeah, why not? Sure, of course they did, right? So yeah, they detected a heartbeat. So yeah, it's definitely there. So look out, of course, for your holographic black holes. And yeah, that's what NASA tell us, that black holes are like holograms. Yep, they sure are. And this is from our buddy Elon. SpaceX tests twisting technique to make Starlink satellites less visible. Right, because people have been complaining that they're too bright. And I don't know what scares me more, them being visible or them being invisible. And speaking of Elon, this is from the Telegraph 1 day ago. The rise and rise of Elon Musk's 190 billion Tesla. Yeah, and we've covered our pal Elon quite a lot. And yeah, he's loaded and fast becoming one of, if not the richest man in the world. Just like his good pals, Billy and Bezos, of course, the trillionaire. And these guys here, the McCanns, also millionaires, of course. And yeah, they're in the news again, because at the moment, this is a rolling story. And I covered this last time. So to touch on it again, this is from CNN, 11th of June 2020. German prosecutors say they have new evidence in Madeleine McCann case, but not enough. Oh dear. So yeah, you can only prosecute in Germany if you've got enough evidence, seemingly, and it says German prosecutors have said they have evidence that a man jailed for another crime killed British toddler Madeleine McCann 13 years ago. Just not enough to charge the suspect in court. Right, so last week they were basically saying that this was the case wrapped up, yet they've not even got enough evidence to take the man to court that they're accusing of doing it, who was seemingly in Portugal at the time, staying there. And this is from the Telegraph 1 day ago. Madeleine McCann case. Police in Portugal remain convinced parents killed daughter, says prosecutor. Right, so yeah, we're not alone when we think that there's something suspicious going on in the McCann case. Because yeah, there's plenty of people that do. And speaking of people that have thought there's been suspicious activities, well, the first investigator that they employed, he got found dead last year, 14th of January 2018. Madeleine McCann investigator Kevin Halligan found dead. Right, and this is the guy here. And they basically said that he was an alcoholic and thought he was a James Bond, but he obviously wasn't, and that he basically scammed the McCanns. There was reports of £300,000 and also one of £500,000. So take your pick. And it says here, Mr. Halligan portrayed himself as a James Bond type figure, though a source said he was later considered a bit of a fantasist. So, as you can see, that's them basically destroying the character of the man, of course. And it says Kevin Halligan, 56, was found unwell at his girlfriend's Surrey home and later died. Police are treating his death as unexplained and are expected to pass a report to a coroner, of course. And yeah, this happened last year, in 2018. So with this being 2020, the year of deception, this came out this year. Would you believe it? 9th of May. What a surprise. So just before all this stuff with the McCann suspect. And it's about the report. And it says, Madeleine McCann, private detective, found dead in pool of blood at his home. So it's a pool of blood now. And it says Now a coroner has ruled he died from a fall on January 8th, 2018, after police first treated his death as unexplained, reports the Mirror. Right. So yeah, he fell, of course. And yeah, that could happen. And it does that, I suppose, yeah, that does happen. And it says now coroner Richard Travers heard he died from a brain hemorrhage and that detectives found no suspicious circumstances. So there you go, what a surprise that is. And yeah, that was the first detective that the McCanns hired. And yeah, they wrapped that up and tied it all up just in time to come out with this new twist. The latest on the suspect, of course. And moving on from that, but we'll be back to the McCann saga for sure. Because, yeah, that won't be the end of it. And this is in terms of the lockdown and the horrendous effects that's having. It created real pandemics, of course. And Sky News 14 hours ago, children with autism stopped from seeing parents during lockdown. And this is one that's quite close to my heart because my daughter, Lola, she is autistic and non-verbal. So yeah, this is something that hits home for me and my family. And it says that one mother says she usually visits her daughter twice a week, but has not been allowed to see her for 7 weeks during lockdown. So yeah, I'm sure any one of you who are parents could imagine what that would be like. And it says that young people with autism and learning disabilities are suffering human rights abuses due to the impact of the coronavirus lockdown, an investigation has found. And yeah, this is just another prime example as to why the politicians and the people that claim they run this country are criminals. This is why things like this. And this is also in terms of the lockdown. One day ago, BBC News, young hit hardest by lockdown financial squeeze. And this is saying that young people and old people have been hit the hardest. So the most vulnerable. What a surprise. This is from The Guardian 22 hours ago. As lockdown slowly lifts in New York, the new normal is profoundly unsettling. Yep, and it ain't going to get any better, I'm afraid. Like I said, life as we know it, well, it's gone now. That's the way it is. And this is also from The Guardian, one day ago. Coronavirus enforcing UK lockdown 1 week earlier could have saved 20,000 lives. So yeah, they'll be learning lessons, of course, for the second wave, which I done a video on yesterday, and I will link that in as well if you want to check it out, of course. And I did see this, BBC News 15 hours ago, coronavirus, people harassed by rats during lockdown. So yeah, this is because councils have let communities and everything else slip. So like bin collections have gone. So yeah, the rats are back. But of course the real rats are these guys, the media. Yeah, if you ask me, they are the real rats. Yeah, they're vermin and they have a lot to answer for, that's for sure. And of course, yeah, it wouldn't be Friday Fix without our good pal, Bill Gates, our hero, of course. And this is from The Sun, who I absolutely fucking hate. One day ago, Ice Cube calls Bill Gates a bunker bitch and spreads conspiracies about COVID. And yeah, I was quite surprised to see this, because Ice Cube, he's obviously a Freemason. But yeah, there they go. They threw him a bone. That's what happens. And this is from our good friends again at BBC News, and staying with Bill Gates. And it's from 6 days ago. How Bill Gates became the voodoo doll of COVID conspiracies. So yeah, interesting choice of words. And of course the BBC, they can say no wrong about our hero, Bill Gates. And whenever there's anything bad said about him, well, they are there to make sure that they correct it. And of course, it would have nothing to do with the £2.2 million that the BBC receives from the Gates Foundation. Of course, it's got nothing to do with that, right? And interestingly enough, as you can see, they do also get money from US State Department and the UN Development Programme into the millions, and UNICEF. What a surprise, right? So hardly publicly funded, that's for sure. You can't trust the BBC. They are, of course, another criminal organisation. That's what they are. And this is from Bloomberg 2 days ago. Bill Gates among big winners with Vroon doubling in debut. Right, so yeah, what a surprise that our good pal Bill, he's a winner again. Shock horror. And it says Bill Gates, already the world's second richest person, got an added boost as his investment in used car platform Vroon Inc. more than doubled on the company's first day of trading. Yeah, so no surprises there. Bill Gates is richer and richer every day. And just finally, I don't want to keep you too long today. I will be back on Sunday. I seen this just before I came on. Breaking news. Coronavirus R rate may be above 1 in some places. Oh dear. And as you can see from the picture, it's media manipulation in full view. They show you a photo of everyone out in the park enjoying themselves, of course. But yeah, it'll be their fault. Yep, that's what they'll say. And in terms of the R rate, if it is above 1, it means each infected person will on average pass it on to one other, and the number of coronavirus cases will increase exponentially. Right? Sure it will. So yeah, this is the R rate that basically controls everything. So yeah, as you can see, it's above 1 in some places already. So yeah, wave 2 coming up for sure. And that's about it for the Friday fix. There's lots of stuff to cover. I could, well, in the future, I do look to make this show 1 hour, possibly. But hey, it's early days with myself and with the channel. But yeah, I do want to get as much in as possible. But there is that much going on at the moment. It's fucking crazy stuff, to be honest. I didn't even touch on the riots. But I think I will make a video on Monday in regards to the riots and the statue situation, because that's a rolling story at the moment. So I will be back on Sunday night with Meme of the Week, which is doing pretty well. And yeah, it's something a bit different, and a lot of people like it. I quite enjoy doing it. And yeah, so that'll be here for a wee while. So yeah, that's the Friday fix. And yeah, enjoy your weekend, and I will catch you on Sunday. And that is about it. Bye bye.